Oh, hi!
I'm sorry guys, I have to. James?
Calls in.
James, you with me?
Wow, I wonder what injuries he has.
He's been stabbed, man.
He deserved it.
Alright, he's
Yeah.
stabbed? Where?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, he's been stabbed, man.
Yes.
over here.
I think he's waking up.
I'm hooking him to the monitors. Alright, I got this.
Okay.
I'm not great at medical shit, so leave me alone.
That's very apparent, Adrian.
James, everything's gonna be
Yeah.
okay.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. We're here with James yet again. I know, 2 videos with James, right? Let's see what we can get into, shall we?
No,
Dun, dun, dun.
all I see is you.
Knock knock.
Welcoming. Come in. Oh, hello, hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, good. My name is Rachel Pardine. Going to be
Hello.
speaking with you today. I believe your name is James.
Yep.
Okay, here. Just grab your weapon. Huh?
Still in Lucy Lodge.
Oh, I don't have a character actually for this one.
Oh well.
Yeah. Oh, actually, hold on. I'll just find a different name and then do that. Do you want to restart?
Nah, it's fine.
Okay. Okay, here, Mr. James, I see you now. Okay, and you were scheduled today. And who was your last, therapist you saw?
I cannot remember her name. Cannot remember
can't
her name,
You
unfortunately.
can't remember her name? Okay. Yeah, now that is fine here. We have on the record. So it's fine. Just reading the notes where she left off at. We can go sit over.
The notes that he froze up at the hospital door, and he had a panic attack during the visit as well.
Okay. And you want to go sit on the couch over there?
Yeah.
Be a little more comfy. Okay, so I do see some notes here that she put. Did you and her go over your freeze ups and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what's been bothering you this week?
Can't sleep without taking melatonin with the nightmares, but
That's understandable. I mean, nightmares, are you watching TV before you go to bed?
if I'm watching TV, it's something that's happy most of the time.
Okay. Maybe try like cartoon commercials. If that don't work, maybe try something funny. or usually cartoons are funny, so just find a funny cartoon one. Or you could hell, even even maybe turn off the TV before bed and read a book. Read a book about what is my bedtime book that I have? I have this bedtime book called King of the Hills. It's a good book. It's about one man saving the world. He saves the world, um, by just protecting everybody. So, I think there was like a natural disaster, um, and he saved everybody. It's a happy ending. Um, so I mean, always try that for sure. Um, or maybe have a good time bedtime snack like goldfish crackers. Those are pretty good. Or maybe like a cookie and milk. Something relaxing. Um, you could also get some lavender spray or oil, and you can spray it on your bed sheets before you go to bed. That would kind of relax your nose and ease you in. Um, there's also one, since you said you're taking melatonin, there's also one with melatonin in it, from melatonin. I think it's from like Dr. Tears or something. Um, so yeah, you can definitely use that. I'd recommend. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like for kids, but I'm sure it'd help. That was me, at least. So, um, what else are you thinking today?
I had a panic attack on my motorcycle a couple days ago.
Okay. And what happens usually when you start feeling them? What kind of settles it off and triggers your panic attacks, do you think?
I was driving past was getting ready to drive past a police station at the time. I saw the sign of the police station, and it just felt like it just started to happen. And during the panic attack, I crashed my bike, and
Okay. Well, I mean, and sometimes, that does, commonly occur. But, especially after a traumatic past that you had, um, honestly, I think that you're doing great, right? You're not doing the best, but you're not doing the worst either, which is good.
I went
Like
and
you woke up from the coma and, you made it out of that hospital. 1 second, I'm going to read some more notes on this clipboard real fast before we continue more.
alright.
Okay, I think I'm a little bit caught up. So, you were injured on the job. Um,
Yes.
okay. And how did that make you feel after everything?
Pissed, frustrated,
Okay.
aggravated.
And what is making you feel that? Are you upset that you couldn't get the guy? And
Pissed that he got me. Pissed that I
okay,
wasn't ready. Pissed it,
well, what
pissed
were
that
you
he got
doing
me.
at the time when he got you?
Trying to get another suspect out
Okay,
because he was wearing the armor that he was wearing was just way too heavy. And knowing that I'm a firefighter as well and not able to get someone out, just pisses me the fuck off too.
well, I mean, a lot of times, you know, we're not as strong, you know. Even if you're a firefighter, no matter how many trainings you go through, you ain't superhero. You ain't Hulk, right? I mean, you can't drag a 600-pound man out of a building. I just know you can't.
I just
Different
I
weights,
feel like
really matter,
yeah, I I feel
and
like
that's okay.
in a way I've let the city down. And I feel
You
like I've
getting a
let
suspect out of there? What was wrong with the suspect? Was he shot?
he got hit in the vest a good amount of times and guess it knocked him out or something.
See, no matter what he was doing, you got him secured, you got him in custody, and you were trying to get him out to safety after. Yes, they were suspect, but anything could happen between, you know, the time you just cuff him and move on and the time, you know.
Trying to make sure he wasn't injured as well. Guess
Exactly.
guess I was trying to do what I was trying to do as a firefighter as well.
I mean, it's hard. It really is. I never been in that job predicament, but I hear a lot of stories. And no matter what you're trained for, you can't fix what else happens. I mean, yeah, you might be a little bit upset, but I think maybe all you were still saving people that night. If you would have never responded, the police force never existed. Everybody in that hospital would have been killed. You were an angel that day. And I think that's a very important thing to remember and just take it there. Yeah, you lost. I mean, hell, there will be times sometimes you lose. Hell, I mean, we lose money every day buying shit. I mean, you know, some days you lose and some days you win. But I mean, you can't help a man to safety after he tried to kill you and then also take down his partner at the same time. I mean, surprise attacks happen. I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, I think you should look at it this way that the police force existed for a good reason, and no matter that you got shot, you still served your community until up to the moment you were shot down, and then your fellow officers took over. I think that's a very important um, start to everything. I think that is also, you know, a very important thing to remember and to look at. Always look at the good. Yeah, you can look at the bad, but don't let it get to you. If you let it get to you, then hell,
I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of pissed at myself even more for not being able to step inside of uh, station, uh, whether it's a PD or even if it's a fire. I feel like
Well,
I've
if
let
they're
both of
stepping
my
inside
departments down.
buildings, well, and it's hard to step back in somewhere, especially after you will experience that amount of trauma on shift. I mean, you will really, you will, almost ended. I mean, you gotta take baby steps at a time, and eventually it would all work out. I think,
In the notes, you also see that it also states there's an 80% chance that he will not return to be Sandy Shores PD officer anymore.
now I do see where your therapist marked it down. The last one you spoke with, that there was an 80% chance of not returning to law enforcement. However, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, yeah, I believe that there might be a chance, but
But it's just too little.
you just gotta push past it, right? Don't listen to this 80%. Don't listen to this 20%. Don't listen to the 30%. Hell, you gotta keep pushing on your own. You gotta prove us, therapist, that we were wrong. How about that? Because if you don't keep pushing yourself every day, then we were right. And I don't think that's ever something, you don't like being wrong, right? You don't like losing.
Nope.
So then, fight this. This one you can fight. I think you have it in you. You just gotta keep fighting. And it's not that hard of a fight. You just gotta keep pushing yourself. Did you ever speak with a doctor about anxiety issues?
My per- home doctor has prescribed me some just due to the incident that I was in with being a coma and all that. So they have me
Yeah.
prescribed on some.
So, keep taking those and maybe, go on a jog to one of your stations where you work out of and meet somebody you used to work with there or still work with there. Meet them there. Either on shift or off shift, or hell, just meet up there and, you know, grab some water. Or
Yeah.
maybe meet with one of your colleagues that's on shift. But whatever the case is, start with that. I think that'd be a good mind. Jog to the station and speak with a friend. I think that's a good way to begin. On that note, um, I just recommend, starting slow. I mean, maybe you don't gotta walk in. Maybe you gotta open the door one day and close it the next, and open, close, and then one day you stick a foot in. One day, I mean, you might look silly to the other people, but they ain't going home with you at the end of the day. So who cares?
Yeah.
Hell, half the people you work with, you probably won't even see unless they do like events within your work, or one of the workers host a party or something like that. Half the time you don't see them at the store or at a beach or at a club, or so.
Well, one that has kind of changed a little bit.
Oh, how so?
Uh, Me and one of my colleagues might be going to dinner for every once in a while now. Just
Okay.
the other day, me and her decided to go on one.
Oh, see, so
Well, to get caught up, and after we got our food, she's like, kind of want to go more on these lunch little things and get together can't remember what exactly she called it, but
Yeah. Well, that's what great friends are for. You know?
yeah.
But I mean, I think that's a good friendship you got there with
Large.
her. Oh, Lodge. Okay. Yeah. Well, uh, so I think that's a good start with everything. And, seems like you guys are getting close. So,
My sister has also started to talk to me again.
see, there you go. See, everything's, falling in steps. It might take a while, might take a process, but, a lot of things do. And I think that's the most important part. I also think that's you know, you just got to keep pushing yourself every day. Uh, maybe, put on your badge or take your badge off, or if you get to take home your uniform, take your uniform on, take it off, and, you know, slowly push through it. That's what I'll say. And, if you take your uniform home, you can do that at your house and, whatever.
Unfortunately, we don't get to take our uniforms home. We have to take them and leave them in our
Uh,
lockers at work.
well, well, if you get to take your badge home, you can take that with you and put that on and off and, you know, get halfway ready or start a morning like you're going for work, like you would actively go to your job. Start out like a morning routine like that. So, start small and you would eventually end big. I think. Uh, I also think that I think that's a good point. So, with your panic attacks that we was briefly going over, what do you all feel like when you start getting them?
Uh, it just start like they're. Sometimes I can feel them starting, but the one that happened when my bike crashed and everything, it just came out of nowhere. The ones I can feel coming on, it's like everything's closing in on me. Or from time to time, my chest will start to get tight. It feels like, but it's there's a couple that's hard to describe.
Okay. And do you think that from time to time, when you start feeling it on, you can maybe breathe in and out slowly? Um, take some drinks of water.
There's times where I'm able to get myself out of one before it even starts, but there's
Yeah.
times where I have to get myself out after it started, and it's hard.
So yeah, I think just when you start feeling it come on, start breathing in and out, softly and calmly, and drink some water. Sit down and rest. You know. Did you talk to your doctor about the panic attacks you're having?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Yeah. So, keep in the loop of your doctor with things and, keep telling her everything that goes on with that. But yeah, I think panic attacks, I feel like, that's the most common thing. Um, and PTSD, when somebody goes through a very traumatic situation, um, they usually discover those things and it might be hard to navigate and work with, but you usually get the hang of it, shortly after. And what else has been on your mind?
Nothing else much lately.
Nothing else. Okay. Well, see, and that's a start. What do you think is stopping you from not wanting to walk through those doors of the buildings, the police station and the fire station?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Well, I could say, yeah, just keep little steps at a time, and maybe go meet one of your friends here. The lodge lady, is she a cop?
She's a deputy and a detective in Sandy Shores Police Department.
See, maybe go see her, bring her flowers or something if y'all are close or getting close. You know, meet a arrangement thing there at one of her police stations. That might help.
Yeah.
Um, you know, and I think that's a good start to that. Uh, okay. Everything okay?
My sister was texting me.
Okay.
She's apologizing and everything like that lately after
See,
not talking to me for
you know,
a couple of weeks since I've woken up, so
that's a progress, and I think that's a good start to that note to get back on track with your family. And if it's just her, then get back on track with her, then that'd be easy. I mean, having the whole family hate you, now that'd be tough. You gotta get on one person's side and then the next and then the next. You only had to work with her, right? And I know it's things that might be not wanting to speak about, but it's tricky, but it works, and things
the
work out the way
closest
they do.
people to me, yes, she is the only person I have to get to talking to again. But there's
See?
people who are in my life I refuse to talk to.
Well, and who are those people to you? Who are they?
There's people who blame certain people for stupid shit that ain't really their fault. Like our mom or dad blaming our sister for me wanting to join the force, our cousin wanting to join the force, so
So maybe just take small steps and speak with your parents and your family, and
there's no talking to them really, to
tell
be
them that
fair.
wasn't our whole decision, but
We've tried talking to them about certain stuff
sometimes not all the time things work out with people. Maybe they need to go to family counseling, and you know what? That's fine. Maybe go to a family counseling for your family.
they live in Vice City.
See, I mean, that would be even harder. They don't know what's going on in your everyday life. They only assume what's happening. So, it's kind of hard for your parents to know, and they just assume, which ain't right, but hell, who doesn't assume anymore? I mean, people still would be assuming. Never ask questions, just assume. So, you just, you know. But I think if your parents saw who you were today, I think they'd be really proud of you deep down. And I think they'd be proud of her
Yeah.
for what your sister became. So there's always that.
Well, I'm pretty sure time's up here, so
Yeah, that would be the wrap of our session for today.
thank you.
Alrighty, well you take care of James, and I will get all my paperwork fired that I need to note down from today's session, okay?
Alrighty.
Ready.
I know we have to schedule a couple more daily down the line,
Yeah,
I
I think I do see you a couple more times. I think I do have it here. Yeah, I do have your name popping up for a couple of different dates, so
believe.
yeah, just I'll see you around, James,
Yeah.
and
See you around.
next time I see you, I want to have you at least walk into a police station. How about that?
Alright.
Okay?
Okay.
Alrighty, take care.
Alright guys, that's gonna be today's video. Thank you for watching. So